Good evening, everybody. Today we are going to be doing another of our roll for room builds. This is where we roll randomly for each size and budget of each room in a Sims house. So we're going to be doing the dining room and the kitchen today. We've already done the entrance hall and the living room, and for that we had 3x2 for 5k for the entrance hallway, and for the living room we had 2x7 and we had 9k. So those were quite small rooms, so I'm hoping that we get something bigger today. We're going to start off by rolling for the dining room, and then we're going to make that, and then we're going to do the kitchen after. So for our dining room, let's roll 2 to 10, and obviously that's going to give us the size. So we've got 3, so it looks like we're looking at another small one, and then let's roll for what that's by. It's by 8. Okay, so that is very similar to the last one, where we had 2x7 for the living room, so that's not great, but I guess we're going to be having quite a skinny house this time, I guess. And then we're going to do 2 to 20 with a minimum of 2k, maximum of 20k for the budget, so let's see what we get. 12. Okay, so this one's also the biggest budget that we've had, so this is just going to be a very skinny, quite expensive dining room. So as I mentioned in our last video, we are going to not include the doors and the windows in our builds. I did that in the first series of Roll for Room that I tried to do, and it just kind of like messed it up a lot because we had a lot of different windows and it just didn't look that great as a whole house. So I'm including like obviously the actual room build itself as well. So I'm going to go ahead and make that first, and then we're going to reduce our budget to the amount for that room. So obviously at the minute we've got a little entrance hallway here, and then we've got our living room coming off of it here. So I've got to try and think about how I want to incorporate our like dining room and kitchen. I can obviously move this around as well if I need more room on this side if it starts to look a little bit better. So we've got 3x8 for our dining room. So I'm trying to think, like, this is 3, so that's pretty good as just like going straight into it if we did 8 across this way. So we'll do an additional 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then obviously 3 across and then 3 down here. So this is our dining room now. It does kind of feel like it's like a bit more like a hallway. I'm kind of thinking we stick maybe just some decorations on this side, maybe have the door to kitchen here, and then have the dining room on the end part here. I think that's probably a good idea. And then I'm trying to think like as well like where I kind of want the windows, because obviously it's going to be probably quite different. I think I'm just going to put windows on this side, and we can use this side for potentially our kitchen. And then I might, because I'm doing like a hallway as well going upstairs, we might end up putting the hallway here, so I don't want to put a window there. But I'm probably going to use the same window that we had in the last one and just put it right here. I'm not going to put the doors in yet just because we don't know where the rooms are going to lead to the next room, so there's not really a point in doing that. But I'm happy with that window being there just because it does give us like a little bit more light. This room's quite like skinny and long. I feel like it'll look a little bit nicer as well once we get sort of our dining table in right at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to change my budget now. So I'm just going to use the money and then typing in the amount cheat just so that I can get it to the to the 12k that we've got for this one. The annoying thing is that this is a lot of money for just such a skinny room. I'm going to start out with the lights, and I think I'm going to pick like quite expensive, like nice looking ones just so that it looks a little bit better. I also realized I didn't put any light in the last room that we did, which is crazy. So I don't know how I forgot to do that entirely. We did have 4k left from our last build, so I don't know if there's definitely not even a light that we could pick. So I guess that room's just quite dark. But let's start out with our lights for this. I'm thinking we do like long lights if I can. Something like that might work. I am looking at like the more expensive lights just because of the fact that we have like so much money for this like budget that something more expensive would be better. I'm thinking like these ones are quite nice, but I think they're a bit too big. So I'm just gonna make them slightly smaller, and I'm gonna we could have actually different lights going above the actual dining table. None of them really have the same vibe. I think I'm just gonna go with same ones here. Then I am gonna have a look at like slightly more expensive walls. So what are like the most expensive walls that we could pick that would still fit? To be fair, the walls aren't really where the money's at, I don't think. I think they're all like quite cheap. Quite like these. I think these are quite good. They're basically the same one that we used for the last room though, so I don't know whether I want to mix it up. Maybe have like paneling. Paneling could be quite nice. It's very dark though. Oh, this is nice. I don't really know what color that is on like the like midsection, but I think that looks quite good, and it kind of goes well with the living room that we've already done. I might also use the same flooring that we had for the living room just so that it kind of like matches. How does that look? Does that look okay? We had the same thing in the hallway as well. The only issue is it's a different I've put them in like different lengths, so I might have to change that. So we do that. It's the same across all of these rooms. I think that's probably all right. I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick our dining table. I think that it's probably gonna be quite big. Like obviously we want to try and go expensive because we've still got like 11k left of our budget, and that's quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure you can buy like more expensive dining tables. I can also pick like a really long one like this, so that should quite good. The only issue is that I don't know if you can actually get to these on the other side if I do that. Alternative, because it's so skinny, is I could just literally put a two-person table right at the end and then have like something else in the middle bit. I feel like this is like, hang on, we rolled for bedrooms in the first one. How many? We have a lot of bedrooms, so that's the annoying thing. We've literally got 5 bedrooms. This is clearly a house for a lot of people, but it is not made out to be like that. So we're gonna have to go with this bigger dining table. I think it fits with the room anyway, so I don't think it's like the end of the world. But you know, it's still like a little bit annoying. Let's see if we can find like a more expensive chair as well. Obviously, this one's quite good. It kind of goes with the sort of colors that we've got, but I don't really know what color is that wall. It's sort of blue, so like something like this might work. It's a bit too like fancy, like old Victorian style though. These are quite expensive. They're 550, so I could go with these and make them a bit more modern. I think I will. Let's go with those. I'm gonna pick just all of these, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna budget up a bit. We're not gonna put seats on the end, and I'm gonna put a table on, like a skinny table, like I did in this room, on this side, so that we can put some more decorations up there. So let's go grab a surface. So we've got 6,144 left. So obviously we can put in some like fancy looking pictures and stuff, and that should be okay. Maybe like something like this. This is quite nice. And then I can put some plants and things around it. So we'll kind of look into decorating now, because I kind of wanted this bit to be where the door was to the next room where like the kitchen is. So I might actually just put that in now, and I'll do it the same as I've done the other side, just so that it kind of matches. A very sort of open plan, mainly just because it's so small, like and like skinny. Having it more open plan definitely helps that. So then I want to add in loads of plants, because that always looks really good when you've got this kind of like darker color scheme. Put one there, then I'm going to put another tall one on the other side. Ooh, this one might work quite well. Yeah, it looks really pretty. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I think the gold goes with the legs on the chairs, which is why that works quite well. Then I want something on the other side over here, but I'm not too sure what to add in. We could have another lamp. That could work. How do we feel about having a little like Himalayan salt lamp? I feel like it weirdly works really well with colors. We've gone with like such calming vibes in this whole house, and I'm really digging it. Then if we pick another lamp that can go there, the problem is it's just skinny space. I don't know if we're gonna find something that really fits well. This kind of works. Trying to work out if it's a bit, that lamp's too old for the style that we've gone. No, it looks okay. Okay, we'll go with that. Then obviously we're gonna need some on the walls and stuff as well. We have a little bit of room as well in these corners, so I might put some stuff in there if we need to spend some more money. So I'm thinking like sort of old like pictures that you would have around, things like this. But the problem is that this, oh, I guess it's 200. It's not like too bad. I was hoping for like some more expensive ones as well, but we should be able to add both like sort of expensive and like cheaper ones in. I want like a range across the wall, sort of ones like this was what I was thinking, so that they're all like nice little ones. Make that a bit smaller. Then we'll go to the other side, and we've got 4,100 left, so that's quite a bit. I like these ones as well because they're like collections, but I'm gonna see if there's any that work a little bit better. We've got like this, which is literally like 1,000, so I'm definitely including that. A few more collections. Where are we at now? So we've got 1,600 left, so we're getting there. I do want to put some things in those other corners, just because that side of the room has kind of been ignored. So I think maybe one more small picture, if I can find one, just next to there. Maybe like this. I feel like that kind of works. There you go, and then I'll put one more there. I feel like that looks good. Yeah, we've got pictures on both sides. It is a bit of a range. We've got some bigger ones on the other side, but fine. And then on this side of the room, I'm gonna add in just like plant maybe here. As an alternative, we could put some plants on the walls like this. There you go. How does that look? I think that looks actually pretty cool. I've seen like some people do that inside the houses before. I think it looks nice. I wonder if we could add a rug here, or whether that would be weird. We've got quite a lot of rugs in the other rooms as well, so I might leave that. So we still have, how much left? 1,200 left. So I think I might add a couple more pictures to this side, quite bare compared to the other side. Okay, so I've added a few little pictures in and show them around, so that's looking a little bit better. We've got 600 remaining, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would want to include. Maybe something in the middle of the table, like some fruit or something like that, just a little bowl. This one's quite cute, but it literally costs like barely anything. I'm liking this so far though. I think it looks pretty good. We've got pretty much 600 left, so what else do I want to include? We could have some curtains. I don't know how I feel about the curtains, because we don't have a massive amount of space here. Yeah, it's a bit too tight, I think. Also, you wouldn't really need curtains in a dining room. What about a ceiling fan? Is that a bit much? I think it crowds it a little bit. We don't need that. Okay, so I bought an expensive painting, and then that's kind of taken it down a bit. We've got 114 left, so I'm not too sure what else I can even add, because I'm kind of running out of room. Again, we could add some more stuff to this section over here, but we have already added plants. We do do have like a couple of little surfaces we could add in, like this thing. I don't really have a massive amount of money after putting that thing in there though, so it might just have to be that and then leaving the other side blank. Then I can another little plant on top of it, and then we don't have like a massive amount of room for remaining stuff. I could add this in, but we do already have like quite a lot of plant. We've got 44 left, so it's a very small amount anyway. Could just add some like little boxes or something, just as like things that need to be put away. And then we've got 4 remaining, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think we'll move on to our kitchen next. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and then next we're going to be rolling for our kitchen. So we rolled 7, so we're going to be doing it 7 by, if it says 2, I swear it's going to be so annoying. By 2, what the heck? It's literally the exact same as the freaking living room that we made last episode. Okay, that's fine. And then let's see the budget. If this comes up as 9k, I think Google generator is bust. Okay, let's see what we get for the budget. 5. Okay, so we've got a very cheap kitchen, but it's still super skinny and super long. So it's basically going to have to be like a galley kitchen, but all across one side, I guess. So we'll see how that comes out. Yeah, so annoyingly, we have our 7 by 2 kitchen and we've got a 5k budget. So we're going to start by adding in our walls and then try and work it out from there. Obviously, I think it'd be better just to do the whole thing across here because what is it? So it's 7 by 2, which, so how much is this? It's quite long. I think I'd rather it be like from this side. So we go 2 across there. Then obviously this was 8, so it's 1 behind there. So it's like here, which is fine, I guess. So there's our weirdly shaped kitchen. It's gonna have to be very odd, but it's fine. It'll be okay. Window wise, I think I'm going to use different windows than the ones we'd previously used, just because I'd rather them be a bit skinny and we can drag them across here so that we do actually have some natural lighting coming in. So this is from the same pack, so I would rather them like kind of try and stick to the same pack so that it's you know, like you've got some consistency like throughout the house. So I'm probably going to add 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. Yeah, I feel like that probably works. I wish that they were a little bit longer though. Yeah, I might look into different windows actually, because I'm not the biggest fan of them like being so small, and there aren't any from that same pack that are like skinny and long. These are kind of skinny and long. Again, they are like different looking. They got different like inside parts to the windows. Could do them darker, but again, it doesn't really work. Okay, so I found these ones, and these ones are quite nice. It also kind of works with the same like length that I wanted. So I was thinking about just adding them in so that they look like this. I don't know if that looks like a bit strange, but I kind of like them, and I think they work with where I want them to be. It's gonna be really hard to make this, so let's go ahead and start, I guess, with our lighting. I'm thinking just like something more simple like this would probably be quite good, although this is weirdly already becoming like quite a modern kitchen. I think I'm going to use these ones, like oddly accidentally selecting like warm lighting kind of ones for all of them. Okay, so the annoying thing I just saw was that this is actually not the same length across the side, and that's really bugging me. So I can either do it like this, which is going to make it really difficult for us to put a fridge in, or I can just put 1 in. So I might actually just change it to 1. Then let's work out our color palette. So I think I'm going to go with, I like looking at tiles just to see whether that would actually work first. And some of them have like, they're not like as bathroomy. An alternative is we do tiles across one side of it and then do like regular walls on the rest. So I kind of like these ones. If I can find like that light brown color for the rest of the walls and then just have tiling across the back, that would be quite good. Oh, I realize that I haven't actually changed my budget or anything yet, so we'll go do that first before adding in all of our lighting and things. So change it to money and then our budget, which is 5k, so 5,000. There we go. And then we can start adding in, add back in our lighting and stuff, and then go from there. So I am going to add this one in as well, just to make it a little bit brighter, because that room was quite dark. Go back down and find our lighting before, and I'll just add 1 there and 1 here. Then for our walls, I wanted like a creamy color, so I'm trying to think of what would actually go well. It would have to be quite a light, or it could be like this, fair. Is there not a light creamy? Okay, this one works quite well, so I'm going to go with that, and then I'm going to pick tile we found before, this one, and just drag that across one side. Yeah, I think that goes quite well. Then we've got to pick a flooring as well. Again, I could just go with wood, but I think I'm going to try and go for something a bit different. Like we could have linoleum, but the issue is that we've already got like that kind of thing on the wall, so I don't know if it'd work well. Am I going to end up going with the same flooring? Probably. It doesn't go though, is the thing. It would have to be like a different kind of wood. I could just pick like something simple like this. I think that probably, that doesn't look too bad. We have like a marbling effect. That kind of looks okay. okay. Let's see if there's a kind. I want like a lighter one, preferably. We could go with white. Yeah, actually, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. And then we've picked like the weirdest style for this kitchen. I have no idea what era this is even trying to be. I'm gonna make the window lighter. The only annoying thing is that it is a different colored window completely to the other one that we picked. It's annoying it doesn't come in that brown. Maybe I will keep it as black. It looks better from the outside, I think. And then we can go in and try and make our awful sized kitchen. We don't have much money as well, so we've got such a small budget for this kitchen. So obviously we're gonna have to go with our fridge. I'm gonna have to go with this one. It's like the cheapest fridge. Then I guess countertops might also just have to be the cheapest. I'll start with cheap, and then we might be able to go up later. Or I guess like these ones are quite cheap as well, and they're quite nice. Don't really know what kind of style I'm after though. This one's actually okay. This is from the cheaper ones. We're gonna need an oven somewhere as well. Can I do that and still fit in an oven? Probably. Okay, let's grab an oven. I guess again I go with the cheapest, and if I can change it after I will. To be fair, it looks better in white. I might change that one to white as well. Then we need our sink. Just gonna pick this one, I guess. This is the worst kitchen. We have like quite a lot of money still to go there. We've got 2,614 and we've added everything that's kind of the essential items. I wonder if I can change it up a little bit and make it so that it's not all across one wall, and maybe it'll look a little bit better. So like what if we did like corners instead, and then maybe that would look a little bit better, like this sort of thing. Then added our fridge in, but just put it like right at the end, like here. Then that whole section over there in that corner is completely void. It's basically thinking about having the fridge be like not shoved up in the corner. It could be like that, and then we can have a bin maybe on this side. This is still like an absolutely awful kitchen. I'm just trying to think of ways I can make it look better. Maybe like a curtain, but the window is like so wide that I don't know what is even gonna fit there. So we could put these kind of curtains in. I think these might work, but I don't really know what color to pick for them. I think the issue is we don't really have like much color in this room altogether. Something like orange would be okay though. So if we do these on both sides, that doesn't look too bad. I think like it's a bit odd that you wouldn't be able to close them all the way though. Or we could go with something like this. Hey, that's like cuter. I like that more. Okay, let's go with that. That looks okay. I think maybe the floor's wrong, you know? I think the floor might need something else. Like, what if we pick like something brighter, like this? That looks a little bit better. I like that more. This is a very weird kitchen, although it is very difficult to do just because it's so skinny. You can't really add a massive amount to it. Then let's add in some decorations and see if that makes it a little bit better. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see if there's anything that we can put on the walls as well to make that look a little bit better. What about like this cute little plant standy thing? Or is that a bit too industrial and like newsroom? Maybe this thing? Hey, that kind of works. Yeah, let's go with that. That looks cute. It kind of feels like a student kitchen. We've got like this cool pots and pans shelving thing as well that I might include somewhere. I could put it here, but I don't know if that's a bit like too much. We do have all of this other side to do as well, so I might put it there. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Then let's have a look into more decorations. So we've got like some things that might work in a kitchen in here. We do have like a brush as well, which I think tends to be quite good in a kitchen. Ooh, we've got like these little herby plant things as well, which always look really good. I put them over here. There is better ones actually that aren't like just on a stick, so I'm going to see if I can find those. Ooh, we have actually these as well, like little robes that you like, well, they're called aprons. We've got little aprons that we can include as well. I'm going to put those there. Okay, and then here's the little herbs that I was looking for. So I'm thinking, where could these go? They could go like directly above the fridge. Yeah, okay, this is getting better. It looked very bad at the beginning, and I feel like it is getting there. We've got like a little like hobby board as well. I don't know whether that would work over here, although we could put quite a lot there already. Probably doesn't really need much more. Let's put some little like plants and things around. You can fit plants on top of this as well, but I might need to make it smaller. There you go, that kind of worked. And then we can put some plants like over here on this thing as well. It's already got some on it, but we can add more on. Then we can put some stuff on the fridge as well, so I don't know if there's any other bits clutter kitchens that would work there. We could put some little like books and things up there, so they'd be like the equivalent of like book. It's a very cluttered kitchen compared to the rest of the whole like house so far, where it's all like quite neat. I think it's just because I'm trying to put in as much stuff as possible. We could add this cute little thing in as well if I made it a little bit smaller into this corner. Is that tight? I might be able to, I think I need to like pull it into the corner a little bit more. Yeah, like that. How does that look if I shift it? Yeah, that looks good. And then I can probably put a plant on top. Hopefully that fridge is still usable. Okay, so we still have 1,000 left. So I don't know whether maybe I want to change something else, like upgrade the oven and the fridge, just because they're quite, like, they're not that great. I could also upgrade the cabinets themselves. I know that we've just like added a bunch of stuff, But what I'm thinking is shift them all over, and then luckily because I haven't actually placed anything on, I know I did, I placed those, but it should be fine. We'll work out. So let's upgrade the cabinet, something a bit nicer. Now that we've got a color scheme for that as well, we could yellow cabinet or like these. These are quite nice actually. I'm gonna go with these. So we're gonna do one corner one there. Then it was the oven. Then we have a couple more there and a corner unit here. So I can put my sink back in, add our little bits on that we'd added on already. Okay, and then we can just delete the ones that we've already got there. Okay, and we've barely spent anything extra. So let's remove the fridge as well, and we'll upgrade the fridge too. So I really like this fridge. So I'm gonna add this Smeg fridge in, and then we've got still quite a decent amount for a good oven. I could go with the oven that actually does come with the pack, the same one as the fridge. Or like this one works quite well as well. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, we've upgraded a few bits. I like that. It looks good. We still have a lot of money left. We've got like 600 left. We need some, maybe like a smoke alarm as well. Add like a couple more decorations maybe. I was thinking like maybe as well we could have like a long rug going all the way down, because rugs are kind of expensive. I don't really know which rug pick though. Something like this. Not long enough. I guess it doesn't need to be like super long. Could you put it in the middle there? Does it look weird with that background though a little bit? What other skinny rugs do we have? We've got these ones, but again they're quite patterned. Something like this might work. It's like a little bit older kind of like flower design. Did I have it in yellow? Did I have it in yellow, but I can get it to match that wallpaper on the back. Okay, we still have like loads left, so I don't really know what else we can even add in that is gonna like cost anything. I'm thinking like the only other thing I can do is move these over, and we could put something else like on the wall, picture or something. So let's see if there's any pictures for the amount that we've got left. There should be like a decent amount, like something that's like close to this end. Something like this might work. It's quite pretty. It's just a little sunset. There we go. Okay, and then we do have like a little bit left, so I might just see if there's like, I don't know, another plant that I can put on there or something. I could theoretically, in this corner over here, put an additional plant in the corner and then move the bin over. So if I pull the bin over here, I should then be able to little plant. Yeah, that looks better. And we have one simoleon left, so that is perfect. And there is our rooms for today, guys. I think that these came out pretty good. I think it's really difficult given the budget difference between the two rooms, and obviously that we rolled the exact same size rooms for the kitchen and for the living room. But I think it's coming out okay so far. I'm trying to keep a constant, like, sort of level of design throughout. But let me know what you think so far in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I post long videos every Wednesday and Friday at 6 p.m, as well as shorts daily. Just as a quick reminder as well, I am moving house at the start of next month, so I will not be posting videos from the 1st to the 10th, but be rest assured that from the point that the 10th reaches, I'll be posting regular content again. On the video is a playlist for all of my Roll for Room videos, so please do check that out if you enjoyed this one. As well as that, there is a recommended video, so if you're enjoying my content, YouTube's algorithm recommends that you'll like this one too. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day.